Well, that was good, wasn't it? And we send Arsenal home with their tail between their legs. As we should. Another run ended by Manchester United for Arsenal. And to say I am buzzing would be the understatement of the century. It was just brilliant. It was just brilliant. And do you know what made it even better was the fact that all of these Arsenal lads now will be going, the best team lost, we destroyed ye. It's similar to the fucking Liverpool dickheads that were saying the same thing. We destroyed ye, we battered ye for 90 minutes. How we lost that game, I'll never know. Well, you fucking did. 3-1 to Manchester United and a masterclass from Eric Ten Hag. An absolute masterclass. And, you know, we said before the game, well, I said before the game, that I didn't agree with some of his decisions in relation to the starting lineup. In relation to Casemiro not starting, in relation to Rashford actually starting, Ronaldo not starting. So there was a few decisions there that I didn't totally agree with. But who am I to question Eric Ten Hag? Because the man is getting it right. He is getting it right. So, and that's the highest compliment that I can give him. Because he's been what's the word? So he's been out tacticing. He's been out thinking the other managers, basically, in relation to his tactics. And he's got it spot on. He's got it absolutely spot on. Now, I would have to say, if we had have lost that game, I would have said we deserved to lose that game because Arsenal were by far the better team. They were. They absolutely were. And they're going to be... And my mind has been changed in relation to Arsenal. I think they will have a really, really, really good push for top four this season. I really do. I think they will. And I have a feeling that top four, the race for top four is going to be electric this year. It really is. Because City are going to walk away with the league. I just think they are. Liverpool are struggling. So they're in a top four race at the moment. Chelsea are in a top four race at the moment. Spurs are in a top four race. Arsenal are in a top four race. Even though they're top of the table still. And we're in a top four race. You know, so I think it's going to be absolutely electric and it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. But in relation to today's game, Arsenal were by far the better team. They really were. But the one thing I would say, and again, this is the fourth game in a row we've said it now, how well did we defend? We defended very, very well, I have to say. The bond that them five players, I'm going to put De Gea in it as well. De Gea, Dalot, Malacia, Martinez and Varane. The bond that the four of them are after creating in the last four games is a breath of fresh air and it's so great to see. So you can say all you want that, you know, Arsenal deserved to win that game. Well, did they? You deserve to win a game if you put the ball in the net more times than your opposition. And Arsenal didn't put the ball in the net more times than United. And it's as simple as that. And that was down to our fence being rock solid and not conceding. Even, I don't mean like not concede, but conceding as little as possible, given the rest of the team then the opportunity to go forward and win the game for you. And that's exactly what happened. And Ten Hag has created a spirit within that team now, within the dressing room hopefully as well, a never say die attitude. Niall, thanks for the gift. Never say die attitude, you know, and he has, and I think Eric Ten Hag early on has realised that good teams are built on a solid foundation. And we seem to be developing a very solid foundation with that defence there. So I'm absolutely delighted. I really am. I'm absolutely delighted. In relation to our midfield, I mean, what can I say about our midfield? I thought McTominay, and I've given a lot of stick about McTominay now over the weeks and months and years. The last four games, he's been good. I have to say he's been good. He's defended very well. He's won his tackles. Josh, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. He's won his tackles. He's getting better at passing. He's on the half turn all the time when he's receiving the ball. So I've been impressed with him, I have to say. Christian Eriksen, it's like we got him for free. We got him for free. He is just silky smooth. And another unbelievable performance out of him today. You know, how long can he do it for? I think he's going to need a rest eventually. But, I mean, he was just brilliant. He was fantastic. Bruno's energy levels have gone through the roof the last few games as well, which I've been really impressed with. And he still does these stupid little flicks and tricks every now and again. But look, you have to take the rough with the smooth. You really do. He set up... Did he set up 2 goals or 1 goal? He set up Rashford's second goal anyway. So I'm all for it. I'll take the little flicks and tricks, you know, every now and again on the 70-yard balls if he keeps putting the ball on a plate for players to go in and score. So I was happy with Bruno today as well. Up front, I thought Sancho had a quiet enough game. He didn't do an awful lot. But he wasn't poor, you know. I just don't think he got a lot of the ball, really. You know, we were pinned back for high, or you know, a lot of that game. So you know, it's tough to get on the ball when that's the case. So look, I'm not overly concerned by it. He's a top quality player, but he just had a quiet game today, more so than a poor game. Anthony, I mean, what can you say? The man is a superstar already, scoring on his debut against Arsenal. It just doesn't get any better than that. The only way that would be better is if it was Liverpool and it was at the other end of the pitch, in front of the Stretford end. But I mean, Jesus, you would take that, wouldn't you? 1-0 up against Arsenal on your debut, you know, the first game there, and you start. So, and look, he showed glimpses of trickery and going at players early on, which I was really happy with as well. So happy days. Rashford. I want to say this now. Rashford scored 2 goals. He was terrible. So he was. And you try make sense out of it. He scored 2 goals, but he had a really, really bad game. You know, so Martin, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. I just, you know, he's not a centre forward. I don't care what anyone says. He's not a centre forward. He is a wide left player in that channel, ball over the top with pace to run onto. That's his game. He wasn't able to hold the ball up. He was being bullied off of the ball by Gabriel and by Saliba. His first touch was terrible. He was pulling out tackles. He didn't win any headers. And then when he went down to the left, bang, 2 goals. You know, see you later, game over. So that's, you know, it just make sense, you know. But let me see what everyone is saying here, guys. I've been, let's see what people are saying. We'll read out some. Cottle says, we've seen it all, we've won the lot, we're Man United and we're never gonna stop. Mickey says, but here, Rashi doesn't belong in the United team. World-class performance. Though Maguire makes me nervous as hell. I said it before the game, 3-1 is Murphy's Law. McTominay was good, says Eddie. Who got man of the match? I saw on Sky Sports to give it to Christian Eriksen. Tactically superior, maybe, says James. Yep. Mickey says, look, Arsenal were no pushovers and they will be very dangerous this season. They absolutely will. Of course they will. He was good, but still a lot of uncertainty, folks. Brendan says, Eriksen got man of the match. Mickey says, to be honest, I was worried about Malacia at the start against Saka. He was getting the better of him, but he grew into the game. Yeah, he did. Not a yellow card for the back four. Happy days, says Robbo. Yeah, absolutely. Party says, wonder how much he'll switch it up for the Europa League. Twig says, Michael Owen 2.0 there. Brendan says, Maguire got a yellow. Yeah, Maguire got a yellow. Robbo says he doesn't count though. He was a bench warmer. Let's see what other people are saying here. Eriksen for free is some of the best business we've done in a while, says Twigs. Absolutely. Why Arsenal defence line sucks when Ronaldo came in. And Robbo says, if we're playing Palace next Sunday, how much of a change should we do for Thursday's cup game? We're going to have to use our full squad. We really are. Like young players, you know, I think we're going to have to come in for the likes of the Europa League. But we're playing Real Sociedad, and they're going to be the biggest test that we have in that group. So let's see what happens. Exhibit says Ronaldo impacted a lot. Arsenal defence focused on him and made a hole on the defence line. Sadly, not many good passes for him, like the pass from Bruno. Yeah, and Fred had a pass for him as well that went a bit long. Eriksen is a top signing. Can't believe we got him for free. Exhibit says, like the last goal, 3 players press Ronaldo. Bruno get the ball. Give it to Eriksen. No defence back because of who? Yep, absolutely, I agree. Please smash a like on the video as well, guys. Nearly 30 people in watching on YouTube with only 8 likes. Please take a second, give a thumbs up to the video as well. We're closing in on 50,000 likes on TikTok as well. Keep tapping that screen for me. Helps the channel out an awful lot. But United get the win. Ten Hag is here now for an interview. I'm going to have a quick listen. Just give us a sec here. I'll let you know what he's saying. Let's hope he doesn't curse this time. So he's saying the first 10 minutes, United were brilliant. The best 10 minutes of the season so far. And then he says the disallowed goal kind of broke the tempo for United then and allowed Arsenal back into the game. Yeah, you can see what he's saying there. So what he's saying is, he's saying we defended very well and Arsenal had chances, but we tried to limit their chances basically, and the goals we scored on the break were absolutely fantastic. So you can see there, that was his game plan. It really was his game plan. Love him. Love him. So he's saying, look, we're not long together, and and Arsenal are together a lot longer than we are, but it'll come and we'll improve. I love hearing that, man. I love hearing that. It's funny, right? Paul Merson is asking him a question. Kelvin, thanks for the gift. So Paul Merson is asking him a question there, and he's kind of, I know what you think, and like, geez, and this and that, and then I was just kind of like, what the fuck is this lad saying? I'm loving him though. I'm loving him. There's no deviation. Keane asking him about the characters and how good we've been in relation to coming off the defeat against Brentford, and the turning it around, and even when we were 1-1 there, he said, I never thought United were going to lose the game. And that just goes to show the characters we now have in the dressing room. And he's fucking right. He is. Anyway, look, we'll get back to Erik ten Hag in a few minutes in our ratings. Let's do the player ratings. So, we'll start and let's get him in. So let's start with De Gea. Give me your player ratings here. If you want to just put him in a lump sum with everyone together in the one, you can, or you can do them individually as we go. But of course, I'm going to start with David De Gea. And look, I thought De Gea was all right today. There was a bit of a question mark around the goal that Arsenal scored, that his positioning was a bit wrong. But overall I've been impressed with him in the last few games. He's been a lot more composed on the ball. I think his decision making has improved with the ball at his feet, which I'm really, really happy with. He's going long when he needs to go long. He's playing it short when he needs to play it short. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to give him a 7. Yeah, a good above average. Obviously 6 is the average, so above average for De Gea. I'm going to give him a 7. I thought he was good. He's controlling his box a lot more. I think he's making the right choices more than anything. So I'm going to give him a 7. Dalot at right back again. I thought played very well today. He had a very tricky opponent in Martinelli. Martinelli just for 90 minutes kept going at him, and he didn't shrink. He didn't shy away from the challenge. I thought he defended quite well against him. Now, there was a lot of times when Martinelli got past him, maybe got to the end line, his recovery was very well to get a block in. So I'm going to give Dalot an 8. I thought he was really, really good, and I was really happy with his performance. So absolutely, I'm going to give him an 8. Malacia at left back, I thought probably his least good performance, if that makes sense. That's not good English, but his because I don't want to use worst performance, but maybe his quietest game since he's come into the team. And I think that's directly down to the likes of Saka and the player he was up against. I thought he was, obviously Saka is very, very, very good. And I'm going to give him a 7, a good steady 7. So, he grew into the game. The first maybe 10 or 15 minutes, he was really, really, really tested against Saka, you'd have to say. But he grew into the game a lot more. He made his clearances. He defended quite well. He gave the ball away once or twice. But again, look, that's to be expected with a young player like that. So I'm going to give him a 7. Varane at the back then. We start with Varane. Again, look, Varane is just... I just love him. I really do. And I love his presence. I love how he commands his area. The link up he has now with Martinez is just brilliant. You can see it growing every game. So I'm really, really happy with it. An 8 for me for Varane. I'm also going to give Martinez an 8. I thought they were just, they defend. And look, I mean, that was a tough game today. That was a tough game where your back's to the wall is your backs are to the wall for 75, 80 minutes there. I thought they kept their shape really well. They kept their composure really well, and they worked as a unit. And I thought that was really, really impressive to see. So another 8 there for Martinez. In the middle of the park then, McTominay. I'm going to give McTominay a 7 today. Again, I think he's improving. His positional game is improving. He's in the right areas. He's making good tackles. He's not giving the ball away as much. He's taking the ball on the half turn, which is always good to see, and he's trying to go forward with it. Now, there has been times when he gave the ball away at a heavy first touch, and that'll probably always be in his game. But he certainly has improved over the last maybe 3 or 4 games for Manchester United. So I've been really happy with him. So 7 for Maguire. Eriksen, 9. I thought Eriksen was absolutely unbelievable today. He really was. He's my man of the match as well. So I'm giving Eriksen man of the match. He's just so silky smooth, isn't he? He just does a simple thing all the time. He always seems to have space. Always. He's never closed down really quickly, really heavily, and that's down to how well he reads the game. So I've been really, really impressed with Eriksen. He's a 9 and he's a man of the match for me today. Up front then, Antony on the left. I'm going to have to give Antony, I'm going to give him a 7.5. And the reason being is that, okay, he was substituted. He scored on his debut, and a great goal. He showed glimpses of his trickery and stuff, but it was a bit ineffective, really. And look, first game, absolutely, I'm happy with it. He got his goal, and that'll give him bags of confidence to go on, and kick on. And we know what Ten Hag does. Ten Hag will improve players, So I was really happy with him. So 7.5 for Antony. Sancho, 6, just bang average, didn't get a lot of the ball, didn't see too much of the ball out on that right hand side, or sorry, on the left hand side, and that wasn't really his fault. It just wasn't coming down that side. A lot of the ball tended to go down Antony's side. There was one or two things where times where he held up the ball quite well. You know, when he was, you know, defenders coming in on the back of him, you know, he's well able to stick the ball with his feet and hold off a defender. So I was happy enough with that. But in terms of Anton creative going forward, he didn't have a bad game. He had a quiet game. So a 6 for Antony. Rashford, 2 goals, and he's going to get a 6. And make that make sense. And I'll tell you why. Because he had a really bad game. He had a really, really bad game. And I don't think it's his fault. I really don't think it's his fault. He is not a centre forward. He's not a number 9. He's not a number 9. He's just not a fucking number 9. And we've seen a couple of times now when the likes of Sancho has taken off for Ronaldo and Rashford goes out onto the left-hand side, he's a different player. He's a different player. United working off the counter-attacks. That little channel, that channel between the right back and the right centre-back, that's the ball all the time for him. And he's coming around the outside of the full-back then. That's his game. That is his game. You know, and I'm delighted he got 2 goals. I really am, because I really want him to kick on and get as many goals as he can. I mean, if he's played on that left-hand side, he'll get goals. He will. The way Ten Hag is setting up this team. But it's going to be tight, you know, because Antony is going to play. Antony will play the majority of games on the right-hand side. So is it a straight shootout then between Rashford and Sancho? If Ronaldo comes back in, who knows? But I'm only giving him a 6. Substitutions that come on, there wasn't. Casemiro 6, just average. Didn't do anything special. Didn't do anything wrong. Ronaldo 6 as well. Didn't really have any. He got into good positions, but maybe our final ball to him was a bit iffy. But yeah, so 6 for him. Who else did we bring on? We brought on Fred. I got to give Fred a 7. I thought he made some good tackles when he came on. He slowed down the Arsenal attack, and he done what he was supposed to do. He came on, won his tackles, get on the ball. He linked up a lot up the left hand side as well, and he nearly had a brilliant pass for Ronaldo to put him in. So yeah, it's a 7 for Fred. And then the manager, Erik ten Hag, he's getting a big fat 9 for me, and I think he's very smart in the fact that he understood that Arsenal were going to be the better team today. I think he knew exactly that. And he set up a team in a way to play on the counter-attack. But to play on the counter-attack when the counter-attack was on, he also is instilling a lot of confidence in the team in relation to get on the ball, play out from the back. You know, don't play 2 or 3 passes short and then automatically think you have to hit it long. Keep possession, recycle it, go back to your goalkeeper, use your fullbacks. You know, take Scott McTominay for an example. Scott McTominay was renowned for hiding behind opposition midfielders rather than getting in between 2 of them into the channel. And he's now changed his game and he's now getting into them channels. And I think that's down to Ten Hag. I really do. So yeah, he's getting a 9 for me. I thought he got his tactics spot on. He's making his substitutions perfectly at the right time, which I think is brilliant. Maguire as well. Sorry, Maguire, 6. So I forgot about Maguire. But yeah, Ten Hag, he's getting his tactics and his substitutions at the right time, getting them spot on. He tends to make the same substitutions. Sancho for Ronaldo, Fred for whoever, Rashford or, you know, Eriksen. But look, they're working. They're getting the job done, so I'm really happy with it. I'm really, really happy with it, I have to say. And look, it was a great one. Let's get through some of your comments here, guys. And we'll see what people are saying. Cottle gives his player ratings. De Gea 7, Delo 7, Martinez 7, Varane 7, Malacia 7, McTominay 7, Eriksen 8, Bruno 7, Anthony 7, Sancho 6, Rashford 8. Got to give him credit even though I thought he was poor. Arsenal is a tough first game, but he scored a class goal. I'll never doubt Ten Hag again. He can play De Gea as a number 9 for all I care. I love him. Absolutely. His tactics are spot on, you'd have to say. Please smash a like on the video as well, guys, if you haven't done so. On YouTube, over 30 people watching and only 11 likes. So take a second, hit the thumbs up for me. I really appreciate it. We're after smashing the 50,000 mark on TikTok as well, so I really appreciate everyone who's giving likes there as well. Patrick, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it. When do you think Casemiro is going to start? Look, and again, Trey, thanks for the gift. Look, I said it before the game. I think Casemiro should start, and I thought Ronaldo should start, and I was questioning Ten Hag. Who am I to question the maestro? You know, he certainly proved me wrong, and he got it spot on. You know, so look, Casemiro will start. We're not paying 60 million for him just to sit him on the bench and be an impact sub. He's going to play. He's going to play a lot of games, so I wouldn't be overly concerned about it. You've done great work, guys, says user. Appreciate it, pal. Great work done, says Jamie. Thanks for that. Tom says United overrated Arsenal. Poor team Liverpool. Lots of injuries. I hope you're not making excuses there. Do you still think the Glazers should go? Says Patrick. The Glazers going will never leave me. We need them out. They should be gone. I hope they go. Glazers out all the way. That will never not be the case. That will never, never, never not be the case. Glazers out. Much love from Uganda, says Psycho. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Congrats, I'm from Uganda, says Queen. Ten Hag kept it calm at 1-1 and it showed how good he is at decisions, says Darren. I agree, Darren. Absolutely. Spot on there. Let's see, is anyone else saying that here? Ronaldo should play with Anthony, says King. He will, give it time. He certainly will. Love the commentary and passion, bro. Man United onwards and upwards, says Sonny. Appreciate it, Sonny. Thanks for joining. Let's go. Let's keep this gravy train rolling on. Eddie says Ronaldo will start the next game. Oh, well, look, let's see what happens. Twigs says 7s, 8s and 9s all around the board. Says Twigs. James says just took a dump like United did on Arsenal. It was a big one. Oh yes. Anthony improving the team already, says Eric. Absolutely. As a United fan, I thought VAR saved us on Arsenal's first goal. Your thoughts? Look, it was soft. I will take it every day of the week. And them things, they come around. You know what I mean? So, we'll have that scenario at some stage throughout the season. They tend to level themselves out. So, look, we'll take them while we can get them. You know what I mean? But yeah. Sorry, I'm just watching the highlights here. Christian Eriksen is out to say hello. This is Shadrach from South Africa. When is the game between Man U and Arsenal? You missed it, my friend. It's after ending. United have won 3-1. 3-1 to Manchester United. Oh, Billy is in. Is that me, Uncle Billy, or me cousin Billy? Good to see you, though. Elvis says, Elvis from Kenya, just want to know if Martinez is injured. He did go off with a slight groin injury. Look, how serious it is, we don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm sure we'll find out sooner rather than later. Fantastic result. We're going to finish above Liverpool. Wouldn't that just be great? Wouldn't that be great? So it would. Manchester just played pure football, says Ayate. And King Solomon says, it's my first time here and I feel at home. Be best, bro. Sue. Well, King Solomon, you are more than welcome. And thanks for joining us. Come back anytime, my friend. Patrick says, do you think Maguire should have come on? Well, look, it was just a straight swap. Martinez got injured, so I think he was actually coming on even before Martinez got injured. But it was just a straight swap then when he went down. Simon is from Ethiopia and says United forever. Thanks for joining, guys. Wait, who won, says Cars. United won 3-1, my friend. They won 3-1. Let me see. What are people saying? Simon says, congratulations to my team, Man United. I'm from Ethiopia. Good to see you. Where was Jesus today? He was, I don't know, up in heaven probably. Let's just avoid conceding. Conceding we are good. From Nairobi, Kenya. What country or what county are you from? From Kilkenny, Tommy. Hope Martinez's injury is not too much. Yeah, look, guys. Let's check the league table here. Woohoo! Doesn't that look good? So Manchester United are in 5th at the moment, and we are 1 point behind Brighton. We're 2 points behind Spurs. We're 2 points behind Man City, and we're 3 points behind Arsenal in top spot. Ten Hag's working his magic. He is working his magic, isn't he? So look, it's great. Chelsea are 2 points behind us. Liverpool are 3 points behind us. And then we go into the Brentfords, Leeds, Fulhams, Newcastle, Southamptons, and the rest. So look, I mean, Ten Hag is working his magic. You have to say, it's been fantastic. It really has. And I'm absolutely delighted with it. It's been a great day. It's been a great watch along. I had a hangover because I was out for a few pints last night. But Man United beating Arsenal 3-1 certainly just got rid of that. I might even go for a few more. You never know. But anyway, look, guys, it's been brilliant. We're doing our podcast tomorrow at 7:30 live on the Podbean app. Okay, so make sure you tune in for that. You can find a link on my homepage if you're on TikTok, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can scan the QR code on the screen. It brings up all my social medias there. But yeah, we're going live on Podbean for the United Community Podcast tomorrow at 7:30. So make sure you tune in for that. If you want to listen back to any previous episodes of the podcast, you can find it on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to, we're there. Just search United Community Podcast. Make sure you give us a 5-star review as well if you are listening, because it helps us out an awful lot. So we're going to be back for that. And then Wednesday, we'll have our normal Manchester United news show on a Wednesday night. And then, of course, we'll be back on Friday as well for the same. And then we have another watch-along next week. Actually, no, sorry. Don't we have... we have a watch-along Thursday night. Actually, yeah. So, I'm going to be in Spain this Thursday. So, I won't be able to do the watch-along on YouTube. Okay, I'll only be doing it on TikTok. So if anyone that's watching on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on the watch along, make sure you go over to TikTok and follow me there as well, United Community Channel, so you don't miss out as well. But yeah, it's just I'm going to be abroad, and I am missing the watch along on Sunday against Everton, so I won't be doing a watch along for that because I'm actually flying home. I'll be in the air while United are playing, so I won't be able to do that. So unfortunately, I'm missing that one game. But make sure you're tuning in on Thursday for the watch along on TikTok. But look, lads, it's been brilliant. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. United are 3 points off the top of the table. Ten Hag is after working his magic. The Gooners are gone home with their tails between their legs. What more could you ask for? Thanks to everyone who commented, liked, left gifts, subscribed, followed, all of that good thing. You know, if you haven't already on TikTok, check out the link on my homepage there. It has all my social medias, you know, Instagram, Twitter, podcasts, all of that good stuff. Sonny, thanks for the gift. Really appreciate it there, pal. It's been great, guys. I really appreciate it. What a watch along. What a day. What a day. I love beating Arsenal. I'll see you Monday night. I love you. Take care. You're all legends. Peace out.